If you are new here, welcome. This is our second makeover that we are doing from my own collection of my vintage dolls from growing up. Today's episode will be all about my very own weird Barbie.
Hi, how are you?
When I watched the Barbie movie the first time, I was absolutely blown away with the character Weird Barbie because I instantly remembered my very own Weird Barbie, whose name was Floppy Head, also known as Frances Hope.
Weird Barbie was truly the Barbie you play with too much. You brush out her hair and then you decide you want to cut it. And then you see what happens if you light it on fire and you draw all over her face. You put her in the splits and try to change her clothes.
Hi, I'm Weird Barbie. I am in the splits. I have a funky haircut and I smell like basement.
I had a weird Barbie.
Yeah, you did.
You make them weird by playing too hard.
It's cool.
She is actually a Glitter Beach Jazzy Barbie from 1992. The Jazzy Barbie was only on the market for around 4 years, and the last year was 1992, which was when this doll was made. I was around 4 years old. This was probably my second Barbie. You might be wondering how this Barbie ended up in a Giants NFL football helmet, a pajama set, and a life preserver. It's sort of a long story, but it all started when I decided to cut this Barbie's hair for whatever reason. Over the years, she was still a part of my Barbies that I played with regularly. She sort of took on a persona with the Barbies since she was clearly different from the other ones. She pretty much was the weird Barbie. Eventually, we somehow got a hold of my dad's VHS video recorder. We set up my Barbie house, we set up my Barbies, and we made our very own Barbie movie. Pretty much similar to the claymation shows that were out. They would pause the camera and then move the claymations. That's what we did with my Barbies for this Barbie movie. Unfortunately, the Barbie movie is long gone and been lost over the years, but what remained was our joke of a character. I don't even know what we would call her. She was just pretty much the troll Barbie of the movie. She had already had the haircut that I had given her, and we pretty much just butchered it even more and dressed her up to look really silly, really goofy, and be Floppy Head in our Barbie movie. And there'll be scenes of our Barbie movie where you'll see Floppy Head peeking through the window, and she was just pretty much to be a side joke of the movie. And ever since then, we just left her in her outfit. And then when I boxed her up with all my other Barbies, she got disgusting and dirty and stained, pretty much like all the other Barbies that were in that box as well that we're going to go through and clean. I do not know how to reroot hair. I don't have the time to reroot the hair. That looks very tedious and time consuming, and I have 2 little ones at home with me. So there had to have been another option for me to do as far as restoring Jazzy fully without rerooting her. I actually stumbled across these Barbie wigs, which are actually from the same time period as this Jazzy doll, and I've never seen these before. I've never used them growing up. I found a used one on Mercari and I bought it. Everything else that she's going to be wearing is not going to be her original bathing suit because that is long gone and lost over the years, but we will restyle her. We're going to revamp her and bring her back to life. She has actually really pretty makeup and her eyes have like blue with pink in it, so I think that will probably match this beret that goes with this Kanekalon wig. I took the Kanekalon hair and I just kind of twisted it to give it a little bit of wave when it dries. Her earrings used to be silver. They just got very corroded. The metal peeled away, so she just needed new earrings. I ripped out her old ones and put in some of these little pink roses that were from a Temu doll accessories like bundle or pack. Even with her hair having new earrings, I think she looks so much better already. This is going to be quite the transformation. Now to get her dressed and with that wig on, it does take a little bit of configuring and just getting the style correct, how to move the beret around. On the packet for the beret, which I bought mine used, so it didn't come in this packaging, but in the original packaging it says Barbie Magic Change Hair, the ultimate in hair play fun. And this one was called the Creative Artist, and it says style lots of pretty looks. And on the back of the packaging it just shows you all the different types of hats. So they had a pretty cowgirl one, a baseball fan, crimp and cool one, which is the one with like a bandana, curly haired beauty, and then there's a hip hop dancer, and of course this one is called the Creative Artist. It says collect them all, each sold separately, easy to do. I wanted her new earrings to show, so I just kind of was messing around with her hat and her hair. So eventually we get her dressed, and I've picked out 2 styles for her. Both of the styles are going to be modern style clothes, so neither of them are from Jazzy's time period. Just the hair piece is part of her time period. Everything else is going to be revamped and new. Her outfit here is from the latest 2024 Barbie Dream Closet. So the closet came with a few fashion sets. This was one of them. The pink matches the beret, of course, and her pink earrings, her pink lipstick, and even the little speckle of pink in her eye. The shoes actually were part of some doll that has that like halfway painted on outfit. So those shoes are from her, and they're just like a little pink bow. Jazzy's feet actually were bigger than the average Barbie's like pointed toe. Her foot is more like flat, and it is bigger. So oddly enough, she fit those new style Disney princess shoes really perfectly. I actually have this pink backpack that has the bow details on it that I got off of Temu as well. Now, as you guys know, my little one helps me with this whole process, and I had her pick out the purse for Jazzy's next look. And this is the next look that we have for Jazzy. This entire outfit, even the pearl necklace, came off of Temu as well. Her shoes, however, are another pink pair of that Disney princess doll pack. Like I said, Jazzy's feet are a little bit bigger, and those shoes actually worked out perfectly. So these are the 2 looks that we have for Jazzy. So the before and after, I think, are pretty remarkable with this doll. Like it is like night and day to me. Totally different. I did end up having a little conversation with my little one about once you take her wig off, you know, her real hair, the chopped up hair, is underneath there. So it's sort of like a whole Cinderella vibe. When the clock turns midnight, the spell is broken. So when you take her wig off, the magic sort of goes away for her, and she's back to Weird Barbie. I hope you all enjoyed my Weird Barbie makeover video. Stay tuned for more doll-related content.